better than Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd is the best fighter in his era, and I feel like I'm the best fighter.
Hard. Crawford's very strong, like I am. He has all the same long arms. Like I said, southpaw, right-handed, and he's coming to get you. He don't care about the Philly defense style, whatever style. He don't care about that. He's trying to get you.
Floyd Mayweather is turning up the heat as he publicly calls out Terence Crawford, demanding a fight in 2026. Mayweather, who hasn't stepped into the professional ring since 2017, has re-entered the spotlight by challenging Crawford and positioning himself for one final mega bout. His announcement has sparked intense speculation among boxing fans and pundits, setting the stage for a potential clash between two generations of champions in what could become one of the most talked about events in the sport's history.
So if he was pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound, you or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh, shit, okay, I'm just asking.
Man.
Floyd was pound for pound before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody, I'm gonna always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
Terence Crawford didn't mince words when asked about comparisons to Floyd Mayweather, firmly stating, "Floyd was the greatest of his era. I'm the greatest of my era. There is no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me." Following his dominant dismantling of Canelo, Crawford emphasized that his legacy should be recognized on its own merits, not viewed through the lens of Mayweather's accomplishments.
Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going up that much.
While many analysts continue to debate who's the better fighter, Terence Crawford insists that such comparisons only diminish the uniqueness of each boxer's journey. Though he clearly respects Floyd Mayweather, Crawford maintains that his legacy should be judged on its own terms, not by someone else's standards, emphasizing that he doesn't want history to remember him through another man's accomplishments.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever, keep it real, boy. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd. Nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked down like, man, he did that. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plot.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
At 420, likely a typo, possibly meant to be 37. Terence Crawford has secured undisputed titles in multiple weight classes and consistently risen to defeat champions in higher divisions, solidifying his legacy with a blend of impeccable defense, power, and ring intelligence. While Floyd Mayweather undoubtedly reigned supreme in his era, Crawford's remarkable achievements and dominant performances have naturally invited comparisons, even as he insists on being recognized for his own unique path in boxing history.
One of the greatest, he's done shit that Floyd Mayweather ain't done.
Like what?
Like what?
The audience that don't know.
He is a two-time undisputed champion. Floyd wasn't a one-time undisputed champion. So he has all the belts in one division and then moved up and got all the belts in another division. I don't know if that's ever happened in the history of boxing.
Yes, and he beat the man.
And he beat the man. Let's give Terence Crawford his flowers because everything he said he was going to do,
he done it.
Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather retired with a perfect 50-0 record, leaving behind one of the most polished resumes in boxing history. He defeated champions across 5 weight divisions, showcasing his ability to adapt to any opponent's style. Renowned for his near-flawless defense, Mayweather consistently neutralized both power punchers and technical fighters alike, rarely taking clean shots and turning each bout into a tactical chess match with his sharp timing, precise footwork, and intelligent counterpunching.
Floyd Mayweather stopped Conor McGregor in the 10th round to improve to 50-0 in what he says will be his final fight. I actually believe him this time, Max. What's his legacy?
Well, he's one of the great pure boxers who ever lived. He has never cheated himself. He always was in condition. He had no off nights. That's why he won every fight. It's one of the reasons. Enough because he's one of the best to ever do it, and because he was always prepared over a very long amateur and pro career. Amazing. Another reason is he carefully selected opponents, knew when and where when and who to fight, and basically changed the paradigm in boxing. I'll translate. He flipped the script.
I feel like everybody tries to put Bud, say he's this Hall of Fame fighter, and which he is, but only because of the two-time undisputed. Floyd never won undisputed. But how great is that accomplishment if your resume is weak? Yeah, you won undisputed, but look at the guys you fought and look how you got to that undisputed status. If the shoe was on the other foot, if Bud did all of the heavy lifting and took 3 belts from 3 champions, and then went and took Earl's 1 belt, he didn't do no heavy lifting for that second undisputed title. None at all. He beat fucking, who was that, Joe Horn? Who's that guy?
After suffering a unanimous decision loss to Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez didn't mince words at the post-fight press conference, openly admitting that he had tried everything in his arsenal to overcome Crawford's style, training hard, strategizing, and pushing for solutions, but ultimately couldn't crack the puzzle Crawford presented in the ring. The Mexican superstar praised Crawford's complete skill set, acknowledging that he has everything, a testament to the dominance and versatility Crawford displayed in their bout.
You can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Brian "Bomac" McIntyre, Terence Crawford's longtime trainer, has publicly stated his belief that Crawford is better than Floyd Mayweather. Following Crawford's dominant victory over Canelo and his historic achievement of becoming undisputed in 3 weight classes, Bomac drew direct comparisons between the two fighters. Responding to Canelo's post-fight praise, Bomac agreed, asserting that Crawford is indeed far superior to Mayweather. He highlighted Crawford's complete skill set, elite defense, adaptability, and ring intelligence as evidence that Bud has surpassed even what Mayweather was during his prime.
You before the fight, the Crawford-Canelo fight, and you had a Cavs hat on. This time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. GOAT, greatest of all time, man. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to his coaches, not just me, Saul Red, Bernie, Chet, nutritionists. Everybody played a part.
Canelo said he's way better than Mayweather. What do you think to that?
Who, Terence? Yeah. Oh, of course. Of course.
Shane Sugar Mosley recently weighed in on the Crawford versus Mayweather debate, stating that he believes Terence Crawford holds the edge. Mosley praised Crawford as the more complete fighter, highlighting his physical size, longer reach, and rare ability to switch seamlessly between orthodox and southpaw stances. While acknowledging Mayweather's immense talent and status as one of the all-time greats, Mosley argued that Crawford's versatility and punching power would give him the upper hand in a hypothetical matchup between the two champions.
Think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he's moving weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have had the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. Like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is there.
Bob Arum, the veteran promoter who has worked closely with both Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford, believes Crawford would defeat Mayweather in his prime. Arum highlights Crawford's ambidexterity, noting that he fights equally well from orthodox and southpaw stances and can switch guards mid-fight without losing effectiveness. This rare ability makes Crawford especially difficult to prepare for, as opponents train for one style only to face a sudden change in angles. Arum also emphasizes Crawford's adaptability and high ring IQ, having watched him dominate across multiple weight classes by adjusting to different opponent styles. He believes this blend of versatility, defense, intelligence, and unique switching gives Crawford the edge in a hypothetical matchup against a prime Mayweather, or even against Canelo.
Crawford in that
Why is that?
I think Crawford is the better talent. I think he's a better athlete and a better boxer. And I just think he's going to win that fight. But it's a terrific fight.
Did something change your mind along the way? Did you have Canelo previously and reassess
No, we
it?
never had Canelo.
No, I meant Canelo winning the fight in a percent. And did you change your mind, or you always thought Crawford would win?
No, I never even considered it until it became a likelihood that the fight would happen. And once it was announced, I felt that Crawford would win. And matter of fact, Terrence came over to me after a fight that we did, I think with Keyshawn Davis. And I told him, I said, it's a great fight for you. You're going to win that fight.
Why don't you think the weight will slow down his legs, not allow him to...
Because I don't think he's going to put on that kind of weight. Also, I think that Crawford has a rare ability of being ambidextrous and switching from a southpaw to orthodox as the fight goes on. And that's going to befuddle.
Oscar De La Hoya fired back at claims that Terrence Crawford is better than Floyd Mayweather, asserting that Mayweather holds the edge both technically and historically. He pointed to Mayweather's fight against Canelo, where Mayweather dominated without taking a clean shot, highlighting his defensive mastery, intelligence, and precision. De La Hoya described Mayweather as primarily a defensive, smart, and precise boxer, while characterizing Crawford more as a boxer-fighter. Though he respects Crawford's achievements, De La Hoya believes that in a prime versus prime matchup, Mayweather's technical superiority would ultimately secure him the victory.
Canelo after the fight said that Crawford was way better than Floyd. You know Crawford, you know Canelo, you know Floyd. What do you think? Who's winning the fight?
My man. I have to disagree because Floyd Mayweather toyed with Canelo. Like, he literally toyed with him. He didn't get hit at all. Not one time. And Crawford, yeah, he's more of a fighter, boxer. Mayweather's more of a boxer. But I have to disagree. I think Mayweather is much more superior than
Andre Ward, the undefeated champion and respected boxing analyst, has praised Terrence Crawford as the most skilled fighter in the sport today. Ward highlighted Crawford's exceptional ring IQ, adaptability, and defensive mastery, emphasizing how his timing, movement, and ability to switch tactics mid-bout make him nearly unbeatable. According to Ward, Crawford is a fighter you can confidently bet on in any matchup, and he believes Crawford has quietly been the best for quite some time, with overdue recognition for his technical polish and overall skill.
Who's the most skilled fighter today?
Bud is definitely one of them, for sure. Tyke Shakur, Devin, Boots,
Jerron, my favorite.
It's a lot of them, and they skillful in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, like, I can bet the house on is Bud. Because me and him, we so much alike in our mentality. Like, soon as I see this dude, he come in the room or I come in the room, we start arguing. About basketball, wrestling, anything, bro. Like, man, you can't, man, you looking small. What you mean I'm looking small? You looking small. You gotta really hurt that dude to turn him away and to try to stop him from doing what he want to do. So, skillful, yes. But this and this, it's different, man. There's not a lot of guys like that out there currently. There's a lot of guys that talk it. But until you get in that real fire, I'm not saying a guy, you fighting a guy you should beat. I'm saying a guy that it's a 50-50 matchup. We don't really know what you have. You don't even really know what you have.
Roy Jones Jr. praised Terrence Crawford's adaptability and ring IQ, highlighting how Crawford adjusts his tactics mid-fight depending on his opponent, often making tough challengers look outmatched. Jones acknowledged that while Crawford hasn't always faced the marquee names that some legends encountered early in their careers, he has been solidifying his legacy with recent top-tier performances. However, Jones also emphasized that longevity, the timing of peak performance against elite opponents, and the willingness to take risks are important factors in defining greatness. To him, stats like Mayweather's 50-0 record demonstrate skill and consistency, but don't necessarily equate to supremacy in every dimension of the sport.
Rank him probably in your top 10, maybe even your top 5.
Where do you rank Terrence, in your opinion?
I put him in the top 15, maybe the top 10, because he definitely has the skill of a top 5, just that he hasn't had the opposition that some guys were able to get, and that's not his fault. He just made one of the best fighters in his weight class look like nobody. That's pretty damn good. Now he proved what we already thought. We just didn't see him against the best opposition near his weight class. See, this is the thing people don't understand. This is what I like about Bud. He reminds me of Roy. We ain't got to have the best opposition in our weight class. We want the best opposition near our weight class.
There's been discussion that maybe, Crawford and Inoue are going back and forth tussling for pound for pound, that maybe Inoue, because of the multiple weight divisions. You're shaking your head no. Tell me why no.
Because Inoue also, when he first moved up, he lost to Donell. Don't forget that. Bud ain't lost nobody. Moving up or down, he moved up 3 times. He lost nobody. Don't tell me he's better than Bud, no.
Is Floyd Mayweather top 5?
No, not in my book. No,
not even top 10.
Maybe top 10 in my book, yeah, but not top 5. He maybe top 10, but not top 5. Floyd can fight. Don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight. But here's what my problem is. Well, I understand. I know you're a Floyd fan, but here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought him? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he going to prison when he get through. And then to take it even further,
he fought Cotto.
Cotto was not on his level. Wait. See, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And Cotto is an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto's not an all-time great.
I agree with you.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great. All right, so that's not a great fight. That's not on your level. Pacquiao. You waited till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. If you'd have fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. But both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Toney before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Toney?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is, you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them best 2 names you can pull up besides Canelo?
What I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't fight?
So my point is, I'm not gonna say who
because I can't name a person.
I'm not gonna say who would have beat Floyd. Like I said, I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was of his equal. He didn't fight a James.
Max Kellerman has offered a thoughtful perspective on the Terrence Crawford versus Floyd Mayweather debate, acknowledging Mayweather's deeper resume, exceptional speed, defense, and dominance over elite opponents. However, he also points out that Crawford has consistently stepped up to every challenge, never shying away from dangerous fights and taking on top competition throughout his career. In contrast, Kellerman suggests that Mayweather strategically picked and chose some of his matchups, which, in Kellerman's view, significantly influences how people perceive Crawford's legacy today.
Because, if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
Max Kellerman also argued that, by his definition, only Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford qualify as legitimate 4-division champions, excluding Floyd Mayweather. Kellerman insists that for a title to count, it must be a Ring Magazine or lineal championship. Under this standard, he contends that Mayweather's belt win over Canelo at junior middleweight doesn't qualify, which impacts how he views Mayweather's achievements in comparison to others.
No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terrence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing.
Fans are buzzing with excitement over the possibility of a Crawford-Mayweather showdown, with some believing that Crawford's youth, power, and versatility, especially riding high after his win over Canelo, would give him the edge. Others argue that Mayweather's legendary defense, vast experience, and masterful ringcraft would still make him a formidable opponent, even in a potential comeback. Many see the fight more as a spectacle than a pure contest, a classic clash of eras that fans love to debate. Regardless, social media is alive with predictions, memes, and heated arguments about who would come out on top.
Well, there you go. Now Floyd Mayweather is saying that there are discussions about him returning for another professional bout. Word on the street is Floyd could be getting paid $250 million. And they're saying the opponent, we're going to be shocked at who it is. Now, let me tell you something. When I started hearing all that, you're going to be shocked. And there are discussions. It sounds like a little bit of taking it to the stupid. But I do believe that taking it to the truth when it comes to Floyd Mayweather returning to the ring for $250 million. That man ain't never seen a dollar that he didn't like. So $250 million, I'm sure they could get him back in the ring to risk that undefeated record. But the thing is, against who? I sure as hell doubt it's Terrence Crawford. I don't know, maybe it's Manny Pacquiao.
What do you think? Would Mayweather really stand a chance against Crawford if they fought in 2026? Drop your thoughts below.